Your parents taking care of another person. You don't do that. You don't do that. You just don't. That's just not.
We
Yeah.
talking about the uncle who beat his nephew and made him recorded it and made him put it on
If that would
Facebook.
have been my uncle, he would have caught that belt buckle to his face. There's no way in the world I'm going to sit there, damn near grown, and let you beat me with a belt and put it on no Facebook. It's just not going to happen.
He could have beat him and he did not have to record it. That's my thing about it. I don't care if you beat him, you can do whatever you want in the privacy of your home. Recording it and putting it on Facebook, that was doing too much. For the whole world to
Hitting
see.
that grown ass boy with a belt was doing too much.
He's still a minor. You don't understand.
I don't care if he. I don't care.
That's just you
Because,
then.
no, it's not.
People have
me.
respect
It's
for their
not just
parents
me.
and they not gonna what
You can have
what you gonna
respect for your parents, but at the same
you
time,
gonna
you
fight
gotta
your
have
parent
respect
back?
for yourself too. You just gonna let somebody beat you and put it on the internet? Like, that's crazy.
So if he
That's
wouldn't have
just
put it on the
crazy to me.
internet, you would have fought him back still?
Yeah, because you're not gonna put your hands on me. You're not my mother or my father.
It was obvious. It obviously had to be somebody who took care of him. You don't know his mother and father could have
I'm
been
not saying,
dead.
first of all,
They could
from
have
that
been
video, I didn't
on
get nothing
crack.
from me to say that that man take care of him.
He
This
just
looked like
he
an old
what he was
broke-ass
and what he's
man.
trying to do is explain to this child that you
So
are
you
not a
explain
gang.
it.
You are
So
not
you
in the.
explain it to him. So you explain to see people get confused and think just because you're a parent you don't have to respect your children. You can treat your children any type of way, and that's why people's children run out and do the things that they do. You still
It's
have
not
to treat
treating
your
him any
children.
kind of way.
It is. It is.
No,
It
it's
is.
not.
A damn near grown child you want to take and beat them with a belt? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
He obviously ain't too grown. If he got beat, he ain't that grown.
All I'm saying is, if that would have been me, the video would have went a little different. Uncle, no uncle, whatever.
If you was in his predicament, it wouldn't have, cause you would have been thinking like he thinking, and you wouldn't have done
No,
nothing.
I wouldn't have been thinking like he's thinking.
Yes, you would.
No, you got to
Cause
know.
it wasn't you, it was him.
No, I don't care who it was. I don't care. I don't care if it was
You
the Queen
wasn't
of
thinking
England.
like he was thinking.
I
So
don't care if it was the Queen of England. You're not going to sit
what does
there.
that bitch got to do with
Beat
anything?
me with. I'm just using her as an example. I don't give a fuck what she got to do with what. But I'm telling you, if I would have been on that video, first of all, let's just say it was no video. You really gonna stand there and let somebody just beat you with a belt and just stand there? Just stand there, like you're just standing there. You're not doing nothing. I'm not even saying you had to hit the man. If that would have been your choice, you don't have to hit the man, but you could at least try to get out the way some type of way. You're not just like that's just disrespectful to me. And I don't understand how people think you can't disrespect kids because you can. If you want to get a point across to a child, you need to talk to them. You need to explain stuff to them. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, put that in. You don't, beating your kids for everything is not going to help. I just don't believe that. So you telling him, we not gangsters. We don't come from that. And all this Facebook is fake and all this and that. What is that teaching? What is that teaching? You going off like you an old wino in the street somewhere. Like that's what it looked like to me, like an old drunk man who was just a little too drunk and got carried away and decided, okay, I'm gonna go beat this boy. For putting something on Facebook?
Facebook, exactly. My thing is, he don't. I'm sure he was a teenager once too, and that little boy, he obviously did it because he was peer pressured into doing it. And peer pressure, peer pressure is like a drug to
It is,
teens.
and it's hard. It's hard to overcome peer pressure. Now that part I agree with you on. And it is a lot of people out here who get grown and they have kids, nieces, nephews, grandkids, whatever, and you forget that you used to do the same type of shit. You forget that you know what I'm saying, back when you was that age, you was in high school, you was doing different things, that you was doing stuff that your parents didn't want you to do. Now all of a sudden you think that beating this child is the only way to get your point across, and it's not. It's way better ways to go about it. And then publicly humiliating somebody like that gotta be humiliating as hell. Now everybody on your Facebook, people
Not in
that
the
you don't
Facebook.
know, people
In the world, it was on World Star Hip Hop World,
all types
the
of
whole wide
stuff
world.
like that, and that's just like that's too much. So now you gonna embarrass him into doing what you want him to do? Like that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
It's so much other shit going on in the world, and you want
to be a gangster? Like I'm wondering what could the kid possibly have done that was that gangster on Facebook? What did he do? Do a drive-by message? Like what the fuck happened? Like what are you going on about? I'm not.
If he wanted to rap that gang mess and do all that, that's fine. Woo woo woo. sue Whoop and all that
And people
he
go
should have
through
let
that.
him do it and find out on his own how their gang life is. Not beat
Or
him.
explain it to him. Sit him down and talk to him. Is this how you want to end up? Is this what you want to be a part of? Is this what you want to represent?
And then he
That's
gonna
how
say,
you do. You got to give
this
people.
is what more parents need to do to their kids.
So more parents need to abuse their kids for nothing. For talking shit on
Abuse,
Facebook, you need to abuse your kids.
right? Beating your kids don't do nothing. I was in church one day, and the pastor was like, "When you beat your kids, that don't do nothing but
It
make them
doesn't. And
mad."
a lot of kids get more rebellious when you beat them,
Mm-hmm.
and they go out and do worse stuff than shit that you was beating them for in the first place. Now I'm not saying
more,
don't
they make them
discipline your
more
kids.
mad.
I'm not saying that you can talk through everything. Some things you just gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta go there and let them know, but not over every little thing. You cannot sit there and beat somebody for everything that they do. Like
No matter how mad
you
you
gonna beat
are.
him because he said something gangster on Facebook. Like I can't get over that. Like what did he say that was so? Oh my God, I have to beat this boy, and then you tell him you doing too much, dude. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. I would like to meet his own and just have a day.
Come here and be me.
Oh, he wouldn't beat me. You done met your match. You come try to beat me if you want to. I I would gladly meet you anyway. Please. And I whoop you. Like I just couldn't believe that he was hitting this boy like that, like really like beating him with a belt. And this boy had to be like 16, 17 years old. Like you really beating him with a belt. Like
I can't get over the
that's
fact that he
ridiculous.
made him record it and put it on his Facebook
Yes,
page.
like that's so
And then I'm
embarrassing.
sure after everybody found out about it, he probably was proud. And
Yes.
some of the comments that I seen on
And
this
you know
video
what
made me so mad because y'all talking about he deserved it.
you
He
know
don't,
what's
you don't know what
ridiculous
he
to me?
deserved. You don't know what that little boy deserved because you
Yeah,
don't
you
know
don't even know what he
what
did.
exactly. You don't know what he did in his life. You don't know what happened in his
How
life
you can say
before
he
this
deserved it?
video.
You don't even know what he did. All he said was you being gangster on Facebook. Like I'm not seeing that as something
Talking
that
about
you
he
would do somebody
deserved it.
for.
What the fuck do you
y'all
deserve?
deserve to get y'all ass whooped and leaving a comment like that because that's just simple. But this is the thing to get me back to what we was talking about earlier. It was another video on World Star Hip Hop with this old dog face lady beating the shit out of 11-month-old. So you sitting over here beating a 16, 17-year-old and people talking about he deserved it and all this and that. This bitch is over here beating a baby who can't defend themselves and smacked the little boy over and threw a motherfucking ball and hit him in his face and all types of shit.
No parents should get that mad to the point where they.
His parents called 911. That's the part I'm not getting. You
I
would have
guess
been
the baby
calling
deserved that
911
too,
on me. You would have had to
'cause he was
call
crying.
Obama like sending the troops because I'd have fucked that bitch up. You do not beat on no baby like this. And this
11-month-old baby.
it's just ridiculous how people do their kids and people he deserved it. Like, are you sure? So you want to say the baby deserved it too because he was crying? The baby was crying, so I guess now he deserved for this bitch to be kicking him and shit. Like y'all people are ridiculous. Then y'all
People
say people
don't.
deserve stuff, but if somebody was to do that shit to y'all would be the first ones want to fight and do all types of crazy shit. Like, come on, man,
Exactly.
y'all not gonna sit there and tell me no shit.
That
like
made
that.
me so mad. It was this one lady. She was on the fucking radio. I wanted to call and curse this bitch out so bad. She gonna say he deserved it. More parents need to start doing this to their kids. No, bitch. More people need to start calling and doing it to your ass.
This is how people end up killing their parents and beating the fuck out their parents and beating the fuck out their siblings and doing different shit like that because you think beat him all the time, keep constantly beating them. You cannot beat somebody to the point where they're going to do nothing wrong. You cannot beat somebody for every little thing. That's why it's called child abuse. It's a point where you take it too far. You take it too like that's
if you
just
keep
too
doing
much.
it turns into abuse.
That's too much. That's just like the bitch that was on the video talking about she gonna beat her son in the head with a hammer because he stole her car. Like, okay, like you need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down.
A 2-year-old child do something and you pop the child on the hand, they go do it again. That it starts to turn into abuse because they don't know what you beating them for.
Exactly. So it's like I popped you in the hand and you did it again. Now I'm punching your throat, knock the wind out of you. Like people just take it too far.
And they keep doing it again and again
people
and
think
again.
that beating their kids make you a good parent. That don't make you no good parent. Because a good parent, first of all, they know their children. If you keep beating your children will be scared of you to the point you can't even talk to your children. You don't know nothing about what your children are doing because your children are afraid to come to you and tell you what's going on. I would rather for my child. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to discipline their kids because if you need your ass, but you're going to get your ass whipped. But I'm not going to beat my kids for everything. I'm not going to sit there and make my kids feel like they can't trust me or they can't come to me and tell me something because they scared that I'm gonna beat them. That's not how you do it. That's just not how you do it. It's just ridiculous to me that people are still like you. It's just crazy. Like, how you think Hitler got the way he is? This motherfucker over here killing Jews and shit because his mother used to beat the shit out of him. Now people don't know that because they never went into the history to look into what it was about, but that's what happened. When you keep beating your kids, you can beat the motherfucking sense out of them. You trying to beat sense into them, you done beat their motherfucking brain loose. They over here killing people and shit for no reason. Like just come on, man. Y'all people disgusting sometimes.
And I'm gonna cut this video off before I get mad.
If you don't stand for something,
You'll fall for anything.